Today I'm going to be teaching you guys the top 7 ways to make money in 2026 as a teenager without having to put the fries in the bag, without having to get a job. But before we get into it, please make sure that you're actually paying attention and you're actually writing down notes and retaining the information, because I don't want to sit here and just talk to a camera and you guys are not listening. So please make sure you watch all the way through. Do not skip, because if you skip, you're gonna miss out. And as always, we say the best for last. So let's go ahead and get to number 7. Number 7 is photography/videography. So if you guys don't know what that is, it's pretty much just taking pictures and videos for a person or a business. So let's say I have a nice car, which I do. I have my Hellcat red eye. I post on my story, hey, I need a photographer in the LA area who can take pictures of my car. Boom, that's where you come into play. You can either have a cheap camera, you can have a very expensive camera, you can even use your iPhone. It doesn't matter. If you're good with your iPhone, use your iPhone. But I'll post on my story, hey, I need a photographer, but preferably it would be better if you had a camera. So your parents might have a camera, just borrow their camera. Your cousin, your friend might have a camera, just borrow the camera, right? Like, hey, I wanna, start like a little side hustle. Can I borrow your camera for like a day or whatever? All right, I'll post it on my story and then you will swipe up and then, we'll link up together. You'll take pictures, you'll edit them, and then boom, you'll send them to me and I'll pay you like $100, 75 bucks, 50 bucks, whatever you charge, right? And then a videographer, let's just say you go to football games, you go to basketball games, you can do videos for clothing brands, you can do a clothing brand photo shoot, you can do a clothing brand video shoot as well. There's a whole bunch of opportunities. You guys know what people need pictures taken for, right? It could be high school prom photos, it could be clothing brand photos, it could be product photos, it could be a clothing brand photo shoot, it could be a car photo shoot, anything under the sun. So definitely an easy way to get started is by being a photographer/videographer. Super low barrier to entry. All you need is a camera. You know how to take pictures and you know how to edit the photos. That's all you need. And you gotta be good at networking too. You cannot be scared to get your name out there, all right? And once you start making money with that, do not forget to reinvest into your business. Do not go spend your money on pointless stuff, okay? So please make sure that you understand that throughout the whole entire video. When you make money, reinvest it. Do not go spend it on Louis Vuitton, Prada, Gucci, Babe, whatever, right? Trust me, that will always be there. The designer, the fast cars, the watches, the jewelry, that will all be there. So do not go spend all your profit in the beginning. It's always best to reinvest 80 to 90% of your money back into the business. So that way you can double, quadruple, you can double your business basically. And with all these businesses, it's always best to use social media to your advantage, okay? So if you want to be a photographer, if you want to be a videographer, you need to be using social media. Record a day in life. Record here's the before, here's the after. Record behind the scenes. Post. Trust me, having a following, having a social media presence will make things 20 times easier, because people will know where to go. So they'll see your videos, they'll see your photos online, and they're like, oh, I've seen you before. Boom, I want to work with him now, okay? It's that simple, okay? Please use social media to your advantage. Stop sitting there scrolling on TikTok all day. Stop sitting there scrolling on Instagram Reels all day, and use social media to your advantage. You don't have to post 20 videos a day. You don't have to post 25 videos a day. You don't have to post 30 videos a day. All I'm saying is post 1 to 4 videos per day. That's all you need. Now, I will say the downside to this is that, of course, you cannot do multiple photo shoots at the same time. So if one photo shoot takes 5 hours, boom, that's 5 hours going out of your day. So some photo shoots, some video shoots might take 5, 6, 7, 8 hours, right? So you just have to be ready for that. You have to be ready to work, just get it done basically. When it comes to getting the photos back to the customer, you need to be on top of that. I cannot tell you guys how many photographers I work with, and we do the photo shoot, and I'm like, yo, bro, it's been a week, where are my photos at? Yo, bro, it's been 2 weeks, where are my photos at? Yo, bro, boom, boom, boom. No, if you were gonna be a photographer or a videographer, you need to get the work back to the customer as soon as possible. The sooner, the better. But at the same time, do not rush and do it, because if you rush and do it, your quality is gonna go down. So it's up to you to find that good balance in between how fast you can get the photos back to the customer, and also make sure that you have that good quality, so that way they keep coming back to you and referring you to more people, okay? And then also, like, another downside could be that, of course, you need a camera to start. I wouldn't recommend doing an iPhone camera just because it's not professional. I mean, if I wanted a photographer, you pulled up to the photo shoot with the iPhone camera, I'd be like, what the heck? I guess the downside is that you need a camera, and cameras can be a little bit pricey. They could be a few $100, a few $1,000, depending on what you want to get. So always just ask any family members, any friends, whatever, if you can borrow their camera. I'm pretty sure somebody has a camera. You're super common. Somebody has at least one that you know. But if not, just stack up your bread, save up your money, Ask your parents for the Christmas, ask your parents for your birthday. Mom, can I please get a camera? So just figure it out. But that's pretty much all you need to get started with kind of being like a photographer, a videographer, and also just like an editing software as well. That could be what, like 20 bucks a month, 15 bucks, $5 per month, right? You don't need anything fancy. It could be CapCut, Lightroom, Photoshop, Adobe Photoshop. Just any program like that is good. That's all you need basically. Now for number 6, we have freelancing. So what the heck does that mean? If you have a digital skill or basically if you have a digital skill that not many people know how to do. So let's say you know how to edit YouTube videos professionally. Let's say you know how to edit photos professionally. Let's say you know how to make thumbnails for YouTube videos. Let's say you are really good at copywriting. Let's say you're really good at doing email and SMS marketing for clothing brands or other businesses, right? So what you would have to do is go on Fiverr, go on Upwork. I'm not sure if you have to be 18. If you have to be 18, just ask your parents to sign up, make an account, and you can just use their account, whatever, to do your thing. But once you make that account, just go on there, enter in all your information. And then I know right off the bat, you're not gonna get 100 customers waiting to work with you, right? That's not how it works. So what you are going to have to do, work for free. In the beginning, use creators like calithekid, Speed, latch onto them and be like, yo, here's me editing a video for Speed. Here's me making a YouTube thumbnail for Speed. You know, just something like that. Find a way to put your name onto somebody who's already popping, who's already popular, who already has clout. That's how you blow up. That's how you fast track your way to success. And then also, in the beginning, do not tax, do not charge. Let's just say everybody else in the market is charging anywhere from like 80 to 100 bucks for a YouTube thumbnail, okay? And I'm just saying, this is not actual prices, okay? But let's say you come in there and you charge like 80 bucks, you charge 90 bucks, you charge 100 bucks. How do you expect to get sales if you're charging the same price as everybody else? In the beginning, what I say in all my videos, you have to bite the bullet. Have to charge cheaper for your product. You have to charge cheaper for your service. So that way, initially, in the beginning, as a beginner, you can get more customers because some people don't really care to work with people who have, let's say 500 reviews, but they're charging 150. Some people would rather work with you, the beginner that has 1 review and only charge 50 bucks, right? Some people rather save money. I take the risk with getting like lower quality, lesser quality, whatever, right? Yeah, it's always best to just have competitive pricing. So if everybody else is charging 80 to 100 bucks, you should come in there undercut 70 bucks, 60 bucks, 50 bucks. Guys, at the end of the day, most of these people that you're competing with have bills to pay, they have a family they have to take care of, they have insurance, just bills basically, every single month. Bills and family and all that stuff, right? They have to deal with. So you as a teenager, use that to your advantage. Come in there and undercut the market because you don't have bills. You don't have to pay rent. You don't have to buy food. You don't have to life insurance and this XYZ, XYZ, XYZ. Come in there, undercut, charge cheaper, take the money, be happy with it. Go buy Fortnite VC, go buy some Robux with it, whatever, right? Whatever makes your heart happy. Go buy some new shoes, go buy a new t-shirt, right? So you don't have to worry about bills. Those people that are charging 80 to 100 bucks, they have to worry about bills. If they wanted to charge like 60 bucks, 50 bucks, they would easily do that, but they cannot because if they do that, it's too cheap and they're not gonna make any money and their time's not gonna be worth it. So it's a whole rabbit hole, okay? But you as a teenager, use that to your advantage. You don't have any bills to pay. You don't have any family to take care of. You don't have all that grown up adult stuff, basically. So use that to your advantage, undercut the market. That's how you get more customers. And then once you start to build that clientele up, once people start coming back to you again to work with you, then that's when you increase your price by $5, $10, $25, right? And by the time you know it, you're gonna be the top dog. You're gonna have 1,000 reviews and that's when you can charge 150. But in the beginning, you gotta charge like 50 bucks. You know, you gotta come in there a little bit cheaper, right? So yeah, that's pretty much what freelancing is. So if you have any digital skills, if you know how to edit YouTube videos, if you know how to make like thumbnails, if you know how to do email and SMS marketing for clothing brands or any other business, right? Just go in there, create an account, do your thing. And like I said with the other side hustle, go on TikTok and promote your thing. Promote. That's how you get more customers quicker because it's gonna be hard getting customers 100% organic with no like outside leads or anything like that. So use social media to your advantage, please. Now for number 5, that is starting a service-based business. So for all my kids out there that don't like to go outside, this one is probably not gonna be for you. You're probably gonna hear this and you're gonna be like, oh heck no, I'm not doing that. So for all my teenagers, for all my young adults, for all my people who live in California, you guys know the weather is always sunny. As you guys can see, the sunlight is hitting me right now. It is always sunny in California. So what does that mean? People want their cars clean all the time, especially people who have nice cars, you know, Mercedes, BMWs, Hellcats, you know, just nicer cars, right? Car people. They want their cars clean for car meets on the weekends. They want their cars clean for photo shoots. They just want their cars clean regardless. So since it's always sunny in California, people always want their cars cleaned. They don't have to worry about rain. They don't have to worry about any extra stuff, right? So my number one recommendation for starting like a service-based business is being a car detailer, a mobile car detailer. So what is that, you may ask? So you mobile wash cars. Hit somebody up, yo bro, can I wash your car? I'll pull up to your house. You go to their house, you wash their car. And I know a lot of you guys probably do not have the money to do this, but I know like a few people, well actually my detailer, he has a van. He pulls up on me, he has a van, and inside of that van, he has like a whole shelf full of like different brushes, different products, and then he has like a generator that gives power. He has like a water thing. He doesn't have to, you know, plug into like a hose or anything like that. He has his own water supply. So a lot of you guys are not gonna, you know, start off on that level, but in the beginning, what I have seen was they have the clients, right? They have the clients come to the detailer's house, so that's not really like mobile detailing. But you get the point, right? You have the people come to your house and you detail their cars, boom. Easy money. They're coming to you basically. You're having the customers come to you. So if you don't have really like the resources to have all that fancy equipment, especially to like move around with it and all that good stuff, always just start small and have the people come to your house first. So easily you can start off with doing your parents' cars, doing your neighbors' cars, you know, having them drive their car into your driveway so you can like wash it real quick. If you have any like friends around the neighborhood, if you have any friends at high school, college, whatever, right? Have them come to your house and then you wash their cars and you post it. I'm telling you guys, post. All it takes is one viral video for you to get, not rich, but for you to make a lot of money. That could be $5,000, $10,000, $50,000, $100,000. It really just depends on where you're at with your journey. Like right now, if my business clothing brand page got a viral video, I would probably make 20, 30, 40, 50K, depending on how viral it got, what the conversion rates on that video was. Always use social media to your advantage, okay? Not telling you guys to post 25 videos a day, 1 to 4 videos per day, that's it, okay? And a cheat code with being a car detailer is that you get to get so much content with so many different cars. In the beginning, it's probably gonna be like the same 3 cars getting a wash every week, whatever. But eventually, you're gonna get that one car. You're gonna get a Hellcat, you're gonna get a Ferrari, you're gonna get a BMW, bro. Once you get that car, use it for content. Use it because people love those cars. Like I said earlier, find a way to associate your brand, your name with something that's already trending, or with a person that people already love, or with a person that's already like kind of famous. That's how you blow up the quickest. Any trending audio, use it to your advantage. I cannot preach that enough, okay? So you guys know mobile car detailing. Next, what you can do, mow people's lawns. You can pick weeds out of people's lawns, because as you guys know, you live in California, especially like in the drier regions, there's so many weeds, tumbleweeds, all that stuff. So you can pick their weeds out of their yard, make it look clean, presentable. You can do like trash pickup business. So you know, like a messy area or a messy house, whatever, they have like a messy yard, you can do like a quick little trash pickup. I'm telling you guys, it's nothing crazy. It's simple ideas that can easily make you $100, $200, $300 per day, just depending on how much effort you put into it truly. You can do, if you live in like a northern state, somewhere cold, you can do plowing people's lawns, plowing the snow off people's cars in the morning. Just think, people in northern states get a lot of snow, they have to go to work. So what you can do is on the weekend, through the week, whatever, knock on their door and be like, yo, every single morning, let me know what time you have to leave for work, and I'll be outside of your house every single morning, plowing the snow off your car, so that way you don't have to worry about doing it yourself, right? Just think. Stuff like that. You want to make people's lives convenient. That's how you get rich. You have to innovate and make people's lives more convenient. How can I make somebody's life convenient? And once you figure that out, that's how you're gonna make money. But the major downside to doing a service-based business is that, of course, you have to put in manual labor. That takes time. So if you're okay with kind of like, you know, spending like an hour, 2 hours cleaning somebody's yard, plowing somebody's snow off their yard, just doing something like that, right? If you're okay with that, if you're okay with washing somebody's car for like 2 hours, then that's fine. But if you are like a little bit more cautious on your time, you don't want to be outside in the hot, in the heat, in the cold, in the windy. If you don't really like being outside, well, trust me, I have a side hustle that's perfect for you. So make sure you watch all the way through, because we're getting there. We're getting really close. So that's kind of like the major like drawback. So for all my kids who don't like to go outside, which is probably like all you guys watching now, I literally see no kids outside nowadays, bro. It's actually crazy, bro. Back in my day, we used to be outside on our bikes from sun up to sun down until the street lights went on and we had to go home. For all my Gen Z, no. Gen Alpha. For all my Gen Alpha, I don't even think they like to go outside no more, bro. The only time they like to go outside is like if it's like recess at school and they're forced to. But on the weekend, they're not outside. Okay, so for number 4, that is affiliate marketing. What is that, you may ask? And that is pretty much promoting a product for a company or a business. So I'm pretty sure you guys have seen on TikTok where you get like a little TikTok shop ad. It's like, let's just say it's a t-shirt. Yo, get this t-shirt, really good quality, trendy design. That's called affiliate marketing because it's a creator promoting the product that's not theirs, but they're getting paid every single sale that they get. If you like to do social media, whatever, you have kind of like a big following, because I know a lot of 10-year-olds, 15-year-olds, 20-year-olds, 18-year-olds, they have 500K followers now. Like everybody's getting famous now. So you have a following, definitely do this. It's easy money. Just go on TikTok shop, find a business or a brand that's like open to collaborating with them. Send them like a collaborator post, send them a collaborator request. And if they accept it, you know, they'll work with you. They may give you like 10 bucks every single sale you get, 50 bucks every single sale you get. So just go in there and kind of explore your options. And also what you can do is send out messages to like small businesses, like let's say a clothing brand on Instagram, a small like drink brand on Instagram, a small athletic brand on Instagram. Just send DMs out. Yo, if you send me your product and send me like an extra $50 on top, I can do X, Y, Z. I can do a feed post. I can do 4 Instagram reels. I can do boom, 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 boom. Affiliate marketing. And then you can also set up like a code, right? But yo, if you guys use code calithekid, you'll get 20% off your order. And then every single like sale you get with that code, they'll give you $5, 10 bucks. Easy bread, easy bread. All you're doing is promoting that t-shirt. All you're doing is promoting that water bottle. All you're doing is promoting whatever product it is, right? So that's pretty much what affiliate marketing is in a nutshell. And I know a few people, me personally, who are making like 20, 30K, 50K. Well, trust me, people are making money off the craziest things nowadays. So I know a lot of you guys are probably watching this like, that's not for me, that's not gonna work. Everything I'm saying right now, if you actually take it seriously, it can work and it can make you major money. So with mowing lawn, you may think, oh bro, I'm just mowing a lawn myself. No, you can scale that into a really big business. You can take it international. So don't ever limit yourself. Don't ever limit your thought process. Always be like, yo, this sounds interesting. Let me do some research on it. If you research it and you watch TikToks and you kind of see like what it's about and you go out there and try it, you may be like, it's not for me. But at least you went out there, you did the research, you tried it for yourself, and you realize this is not for me. But don't ever knock something, hate on something, and you never even tried it. That's no bueno. That's no point in doing that, okay? It's always best to go out there, try it, experience it for yourself, and then say, this is not really for me. I'm gonna go to move on to the next thing, okay? Capiche? You got that? Now for number 3, that is content creation. So you're watching me, I'm a content creator, right? So the number 3 platforms, or the main platforms that I recommend that you create on in this exact order. Number 1, TikTok is the gateway to getting famous. A lot of these creators that you know nowadays, they blew up on TikTok basically. They originally started posting on TikTok and then they branched out to Instagram and they branched out to YouTube. So TikTok is like the core foundation. It's like the baseline to kind of getting your name out there basically. Because with TikTok, you can post 1,000 videos per day. You can post 1 million videos per day, right? But with Instagram, their algorithm is kind of different. They don't really like push creators who's posting 100 times per day, right? And especially with YouTube's not even like a discover platform basically. With YouTube, you have to come on here with the audience already. So with me, I built my name up through TikTok and Instagram, and then I funneled those followers over to YouTube. So that way I kind of started with a stepping stone, and then YouTube kind of already pushed my videos out to more people versus kind of starting with no followers, no nothing, right? You kind of post a video and it gets like 10 views, 5 views. So it's always best to start on TikTok. And then with TikTok, there's 3 ways to make money. First of all, if you have your own business, like how I do, I sell my products on TikTok Shop. So I make money off that. The next way is by doing TikTok Shop affiliate, what I was saying previously, right? You can promote products for a creator, a business, right? And just get a 10% commission on that, right? Every single sale you get. And the third way is getting paid off their creator fund. So if you post a video like over a minute long, you can get paid like $5 per 1,000, whatever, $1.50, 50 cents per 1,000 views. I don't know, whatever the payment is. I think it's different for everybody. That's why I don't have like a set answer. But yeah, if you create a video over a minute long and it goes viral, people get paid a lot. Like I've seen somebody get paid like $5,000 off one TikTok video that went viral. So there's 3 ways to get paid off TikTok. Those are the 3 ways right there. So you can choose whichever way you want to go. And then to get monetized off TikTok for that creator fund, I think you have to have like 10K followers, I believe, which is not hard at all. If you just post 4 videos, 5 videos per day for like a year or 6 months or 3 months, whatever, you can easily achieve that. And it really just depends. There's no set answer. I cannot tell you, hey, you will get 10,000 followers by this day. Everybody's different. I've seen creators come on TikTok, I check their profile, they have 1,000 followers, and then I check it a month later, they're at 75K. So everybody's different. I've seen creators been stuck at 50K for the past 4 years. So every single creator is different. I could not give you a one shoe fit all answer. Instagram though, you cannot get paid off Instagram. Instagram's kind of like the funneling platform. You funnel them to your YouTube, you funnel them to your TikTok, you funnel them to your business. Instagram's kind of like that funnel. That's why I like to refer Instagram as that funnel platform. That's where like all your loyal followers are at, but you take those loyal followers and you funnel them to platforms where you can get paid. So if you do Twitch, if you're a streamer, funnel them over to Twitch. If you're a YouTuber, funnel them over to YouTube. If you get paid off TikTok only, funnel them over to TikTok, right? So what I do is I post on Instagram and I save my videos and I post it to TikTok, or vice versa. I post on TikTok, save the videos, and I post them on Instagram. That is always best to cross post. So if you are gonna do social media, you need to cross post on every single platform that you can. It's free, so why not? It takes like a minute out of your day. So it's always best to post on many platforms as you can, because I can post this video on YouTube, it gets 1,000 views. I post this on TikTok, it gets 20,000 views. I post on Instagram Reels, it may get 1 million views. So you never know. Every single algorithm is different. So it's always best to just post on every single platform. Now with YouTube, this is where creators make a lot of money. I'm not big at all, but streamers like, or YouTubers like, streamers/YouTubers like Kai Cenat, Mr. Beast, for example. Creators like that are making a lot of money. Sponsorships, they're making a lot of money off the ad revenue from YouTube videos. Like there's so many potential ways to make money off YouTube. And then also from promoting their own product on YouTube as well. So those are like 3 ways to get monetized off YouTube. So if you really want to do this content creation stuff, you can post any single video your heart desires. Just go all in, post every single day, stay dedicated, focus on what's working, don't let the stuff that's not working, and just double down, and you can make money. You can turn this into your full-time income at 15 years old, right? So just log in with it, okay? I believe in you. Now for number 2, I used to do this myself for like I used to do it for like 2 to 3 years, I believe. And this is reselling. So if you want to resell shoes, you want to resell water bottles, expensive water, if you want to resell AirPods, spider hoodies, streetwear, whatever that is, reselling. You take a product that's not yours, you buy it for cheap, sell high, you take the profit in between. That's it. That's all reselling is. It's just reselling like hype brands. It could be Apple products. It could be anything. It could be cars, if that, right? Just taking a product and just reselling it for double the price, triple the price, whatever, and just taking that percentage in between. Now, with reselling, you kind of have to be disciplined to not spend all your money on dumb stuff, because you have to have money to reinvest, because you may get the opportunity to buy like a 1-on-1 pair of Jordan 1s for like $5,000. But if you go out there and spend your money on this dumb stuff, you're not gonna have that money, right, to reinvest into your business. So always with reselling, keep your money into the business. Only pay yourself out a little bit of that profit, okay? Do not get greedy. Do not get, all that extra stuff, right? And then also, now in 2025, I know a lot of people, me personally, that are selling like car parts, they're reselling like candy, health products, like they're reselling a lot of stuff nowadays, cologne. Everything under the sun is getting resold nowadays. So yeah, reselling is definitely like very popular now. It's definitely went through like its different phases. I know back then when I was doing it, this was like during when the sneaker market was like at an all-time high. A regular pair of Jordan 1s were released, a pair of Panda Dunks were released for 80 bucks, 120 bucks, and they were resell for 400, 500 bucks. I'm glad I got in during like the peak time of it, like 2020 time frame. That was perfect because everybody was in the house and all that. So I made a ton of money off doing that. So yeah, if you guys want to resell, I believe in you. You can make it happen. The thing with reselling though is please make sure that you're taking care of your customers. Make sure that you have like a way to get reviews, whatever, so people know you're legit, so they don't hesitate to shop with you. Also, what you need to do, make sure that if you are selling like legit items, please make sure that you're getting legit items and you're selling legit stuff. Don't get scammed. Please don't get scammed. Because back when I was reselling like hyper stuff like Babe. I was reselling like Jordan 1s, Jordan 4s. I had to be super duper careful as to like fake stuff basically. So I used to like inspect it with my little blue light, watch a little YouTube tutorial, real versus fake Jordan 4s, and sit there and inspect it for like 20 minutes. And if it was fake, I had to return it back to the seller. So please just be aware of that. And then also, like I said, use social media to your advantage. Post the shoes on sale on TikTok. Hey, daily life of a 15-year-old sneaker reseller. I got these pairs in. If you guys want them, boom, 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 size 10, lightly used. You get the point, right? For the number 1 spot that is starting a clothing brand. Now, this is easily number 1. the amount of money that you can make with starting a clothing brand is absolutely insane. That is why I say this for the #1 spot. You do not have to go outside. You do not have to go mow people's lawns. You don't have to go do anything that, go sweat in the sun, go be cold in the wind. No, you can do this from the comfort of your house. All you need a design, you need a manufacturer, and you need a little bit of hard work and marketing. That's it. With those 3 things right there, that is the easiest way to success with your clothing brand. Guys, I'm telling you, I see so many like 15-year-olds, 17-year-olds, 16-year-olds on my For You page. Hey, day 1, I started a clothing brand. Day 2, I started a clothing brand. Day 3, I started a clothing brand. I'm telling you guys, everybody and their mother is starting a clothing brand. So if you truly in your heart think that you are creative, you like seeing people get fly in your clothes, then I recommend starting a clothing brand. As you guys see, I'm currently in my office right now. We are surrounded by all my inventory for my business, which is called Grout Locker. I have been running this clothing brand for the past 4 years now, guys. So I started off, like I said, with sneaker reselling. I grinded my way up. I grinded, and I worked up my way to get enough capital to invest into my business, which I have now. Guys, it is okay to start small and work your way up. And if you want to start a clothing brand, it's okay to start off by doing something that you don't want to do, and that way you can get the money, the funds to invest into your business. You can start off with, if you have to work a job for like a month, 2 months, do it. Who cares? It's money. If you have to go mow people's lawns for 20 bucks, 30 bucks, do it. Put in that sweat equity. That is what it's called. If you don't have investors, if you don't have people to just throw money at you, you have to put in sweat equity. And that is pretty much putting in your own hard work to build up the funds, to build up the investments to get that business off the ground. Sweat equity, guys. So yeah, if you guys want to start a clothing brand, I have so many videos on how to start a clothing brand, guys. It's absolutely insane. But I'll give you like a quick little rundown. Once again, guys, come up with a design, right? Whatever that may be. If you like rhinestones, do rhinestones. If you like cheetah print, do cheetah print. If you like basic essentials type stuff, if you like streetwear, do streetwear. Whatever your heart desires, make it. Then once you make that design, send it over to your manufacturer. For manufacturers, use Alibaba. That is what it's called. That's what everybody uses, Alibaba, to find a manufacturer, right? Once you find that manufacturer, order a sample. Once you get that sample in, you like it, promote it for a month. Then once you build up the hype of promoting on TikTok and Instagram, then you drop it. Let's say you get 20 sales, 50 sales, right? Then you close your website, you say sold out, and then you take the money from that drop, from that pre-order drop, that's what it's called. And then you take that money and you order the inventory, you get the inventory like a few weeks later, a month later, and then you ship out all the orders. You do that again and again and again. You scale and reinvest. And then eventually you'll start dumping money into ads. You'll start doing the pre-made method, so that way you already have the inventory in hand. You won't have to worry about waiting for it to arrive once you drop the clothes. So yeah, that's pretty much like how to scale your clothing brand in like 15 seconds, whatever. You'll start sending out to more influencers, all that good stuff, right? So I believe you guys, you can make anything happen that you put your mind to. It doesn't have to be a clothing brand. It doesn't have to be reselling shoes. It doesn't have to be pretty much like everybody else talks about. It can be anything that your heart desires, guys. Don't take it for like what I said. If you don't want to do anything I said on this list, you don't have to. You can do whatever you want. I'm not forcing you guys to do anything. But one thing I can tell you guys is that if you put in the hard work, you grind, this lifestyle will happen. You have to put in work though. This did not come easy. Trust me. If it came easy, everybody, every 19-year-old, every 18-year-old, every 17-year-old will have a high-rise apartment of their own and a nice car in the parking garage. But that's not the case. So most people are just too lazy to put in the work, to put in the extra work out, to put in the extra hour. So whatever you want to do, make sure it's truly your passion. Don't do something just because I say you can make a lot of money with it, because in the long run you're gonna end up stop doing it. You're gonna end up quitting. So I believe in you guys. Daily uploads coming every single day. Make sure you go follow my Instagram, calithekid. Make sure you go shop my brand, growlocker.com, first link in bio. And yeah, with that being said, I'll catch up boys in the next video. Peace.